We're out here this morning. We're going to get us a mess of sunchokes and have them for lunch. And some of you don't know what sunchokes are, and I'll show you. They're like little potatoes. Here, let's see that one. Okay. Bill needs the bucket a little bit closer up. There you go. These.
Yeah, you get little bitty ones, and you'll never get rid of all of them, I don't think. You just re-root.
And I'll have to wash them all. And they're kind of white inside. And, well, they're dirty right now. But you can eat them raw. They taste like a potato raw.
Okay.
Belle's going to help you. So we're going to get a mess of them and clean them up. Usually if you got real good soil, you don't have to wash them too much. They come out real clean. But our
sandy soil.
Yeah, our soil is adobe. Yeah. And if you have clay soil, they'll probably come out, you know, the color, but they'll clean up good. And I don't know if I should let, he likes potatoes, and I don't know if I should let him eat any.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants some.
Yeah, he wants everything.
Yeah, I might give him one later, but anyway, we're going to get some sunchokes, cook them up. Belle's going to help. I just love picking through the soil for them. There's a gob of them in that soil.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't see it, it's dark.
Sonny,
Sonny's
why don't you pick
in the
up
light?
a potato once in a while?
Look at them right there.
Sonny wants to look.
This is his first sunchoke digging.
Right there.
He said, I didn't know that stuff was underground.
Yeah. I didn't know them potatoes was out here.
Yeah. He said, I would have ate them a long time ago. Sonny, if you eat them, it's going to be dirty. Oh, he got one. But you just have to dig. They do go down deep. The looser the soil, the more you'll get down in there. Always like looking for sunchokes. This is probably about all we're going to need because
yeah,
that's a half a bucket.
There's a little bitty one I didn't want to tell. Oh, well, I got one.
And if we leave any on the ground, the chickens will come in here.
Right there.
And there's one.
Chickens will come in here and get them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. And it's best to dig them up with a pitchfork because a shovel would cut them in half.
Most of ours are about like that.
Mm-hmm. And I'll show them after I clean them up. They clean up pretty good. And I'll probably keep a little bit back so I can have another bunch later. Oh, they're still in the ground. They just really multiply. Annie hears us out in the garden. She says, you got something to eat. I don't know if they'll eat that sunchoke or not. They might. Got dirt on it.
Normally you can, they got a full stomach too, but...
See how white that is inside?
Huh? Oh yeah. Donkeys won't hardly eat anything that'll hurt them.
They're eating sunchoke. Oh my gosh.
I don't give them to the horses.
Yeah, they don't mind the dirt on them.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway, this is really good backup food.
They want more. They're kind of beggars now.
Yeah.
Here comes little cat. She wants to see what did the donkey say.
Yeah. Well, she's a muddy girl.
Yeah.
I need to clean her up.
There's my sunchokes. So I do want to talk a little bit more about them. I haven't got these washed up real good, but you can eat them raw. If you want to peel them, if you wash them up good, which I do, I use the skin. But if a person wants to take time out and peel them, that's good too. I just don't like all the peeling, because you know they are kind of lumpy, and but if you clean them good, that skin is okay. These taste just like potatoes. I love them raw. I could sit here and eat some of them. So, these are mighty good. This is about the average size of them. There's one, something was eating on it underground. If the gophers find these, they would eat them. They're just so good. I have peeled these before, and these sunchokes, they want to grow. It's a plant that just wants to live and grow and produce. And I've cut them off like this, and I threw them out in the dirt, and then I go back by and I see that they start taking root. They're amazing. They want to grow. So that's the kind of food you want, is something that just wants to grow. So I'm always saying about sunchokes is to think of them as a survival food. And I can't do it here in the desert because of lack of water, but like if I lived back in Oklahoma, that's where we come from, I would if I didn't know about them then, but I would have planted these all over the place for backup food. One of these plants can give you like 50 babies, or 50 of these in the summer. They just grow and grow. I seen one, if you had real good soil, I seen a guy fill up a 5-gallon bucket with one stalk, and his stalk was about this big around because he had good water and soil, and it went up to about 17 foot tall. So he kept digging, and he had a couple plants, and he got 2 5-gallon buckets full of sunchokes. It was amazing. We don't get it here because we're too dry. My sunchokes grow about 10 foot tall. But if you're in a wetter climate, good soil, these will just grow like crazy. But if a crisis happened and you planted these by a nearby park, because they look like sunflowers, like a weed, but a weedy sunflower. That's what they look like. And nobody would know that's your stash. So you could plant them by hiking trails, down by the creeks, just plant them all over. And then if there ever a time you need them, you can go out and get them, and you won't starve to death. So you can look up sunchokes, the benefits. I think they're good for diabetic people. But mainly I grow them We don't eat them all the time because it's a pain for us to wash them because we get that adobe dirt on them. And we eat them a few times, you know, in the winter. I've seen them come up in better dirt, better soil, a lot cleaner than this. But it takes a little, you know, scrubbing, and I scrub it all, get the dirt off. But it's worth it. But to me, it'd be a valuable plant for a back stash somewhere, hidden away. I think you could put them in an alley if you want. If it's a weedy alley, they're going to think it's weeds. But it'd really be your sunchokes. You just could put them anywhere and they'll grow. If they can get rain on them, they'll grow. And then just let them be wild. 5, 8 years. If there is a crisis, a food shortage, you'll have your stashes all over the place. And people will go right by them just thinking that's a weed. In the winter is when you want to eat them usually. Let them get their growth. And even though you'd have food through the winter. But they're a great plant to have. A survival plant. You can look them up, read all about them. But when I first heard about them, that was my thinking, is survival. So I got 3 beds out there, and they're full of sunchokes. So if we had to, we would could live off of them for a while. No telling what's under that ground. Sometimes when we dig them up, it's like, oh, the jackpot. It's like a bunch of them. And Sonny's trying to come in that door, and I got that door open. That's funny. But anyway, I just want to show you about these sunchokes. I think they're just amazing survival plant. And they're worth, even if you don't want to eat them, stash them somewhere. And if you grow them in your yard or your garden, you gotta give them space, because I think I had these probably 3 years, and I just take them and keep moving them, multiply them, and they multiply so fast. So you gotta really think about where you want to put them, because they're crazy. They want to live. I think they're a gift from God. Eat this. Don't starve. Eat this. So they're just a great food. I can eat them raw all the time. They're just like a tater. They taste a little different once you cook them, and they do give you, you know, the gas. So I'm gonna cook them up, and I'll show you what they look like later. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll see you in a little bit. Get some more of that. That's great. Oh, I got the sunchokes boiling. It fogged up my, there it goes. I'm going to boil up about 15 minutes. That helps get the gas out of them. Now, I'm frying them up. And if the person don't want them fried like fried potatoes, you could roll them up, put butter, garlic, and pepper with it. That'd be good too. So I'm just waiting for them to brown up. Well, that looks close enough. So I'm going to take them up. So thanks a lot for watching Out West Homestead. Bye.